baby. I'm going on and on about me and this stupid mouse character and everything. Tell me about you. How did it go?
No, look, I'll tell you all about me later. I'm worried about you, Luke. I want to know who this mouse person is. I mean, is he connected with Frank Smith?
Oh, well, no. You know as well as I do. Smith is in the joint.
Yeah, I know that. But you told me once before that Smith was powerful enough that even if you were behind bars, he could still be running his rackets.
Yeah, that's possible, but, I mean, it probably has nothing to do with Smith. Mouse has nothing to do with him. Forget it. Come on.
Are you sure of that?
I want you to stop worrying about me, okay? Please, promise?
I'll try.
Great. Now tell me about the big city.
Well, it was really a lot of fun.
Yeah?
Actually, it was magnificent.
Yeah?
They had about 20 people there, and they're all working to make me look beautiful.
What? They're wasting money. They don't need 20 people. You're always beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you, but this is different. I mean, like my hair.
Yeah.
They use these electric fans on it, so no matter which way I turn my head, my hair always looked teased.
Teased?
Well, yeah, you know, it's kind of sexy.
You mean like now? It's really sexy now. You mean like...
No. It was a lot of hard work, though, too. I mean, they only gave me about 10 minutes for lunch, and then they start the whole thing over again. But I did a good job, if I do say so myself. And Delphina thought so, too.
Delphina, was she there?
Yeah. They hired her to do my wardrobe, and as a matter of fact, I stayed with her the last night that I was there.
I thought you had a hotel room in your contract.
Oh, I do. Of course I do. It's just... Well, I was just, kind of nervous the last night. I didn't want to be alone.
All right, now I know you real well. Tell me the truth. What were you nervous about? What?
I tried to tell you on the telephone, Luke. It's that guy. I know there's a guy following me. In the studio. I lay down on the couch for a little while, and I guess I fell asleep. And then I woke up and I opened my eyes and I saw him standing right over me, staring at me.
In the studio?
Yeah, right there in the studio. And then before I could even sit up, he was gone. I couldn't find him.
Wait a minute. You said there were about 20 people in that studio. Didn't anybody else see him?
No, they didn't. They really didn't know what I was talking about.
Look, honey, I think that the point is that you were probably...
I know. You're going to say the same thing that Delphina said. That I fell asleep on the couch and I dreamed the whole thing, right?
Well, it's possible, especially if there were 20 people there and nobody else saw him.
Luke, I think I saw him again.
When?
Today.
What, you mean here in Port Charles?
No, on the airplane. Luke, I think I'm being followed. I'm scared.
After you've slipped into these, voila, these, and if they're too baggy, I'll just take a little nip and tuck in the rear.
All right, Delphina. Listen, I've got a bulletin for you. One, I am not wearing any pirate costume. Point two, I am not going to carry this barbecue fork around.
Not?
And point three, and most important, you are not nipping and tucking in my rear.
Robert!
Ain't I, Robert?
Good heavens, Robert Modesty, you are speaking to the genius who did the entire corps de ballet, and believe me, I was nipping and tucking all over the place.
I don't care what you did to the corps de ballet. I am not a ballet dancer.
Oh, obviously not, sweetheart. Wrong build entirely. You do have muscles, but in very strange places.
Oh, now, Robert, please.
Ain't I, Robert?
Tell him, girl.
I will. Robert, now, tonight you're going to be a pirate because I'm going to be your winch.
My what?
Your winch, darling. It means that.
I know what it means. I didn't sail with Blackbeard for years without picking up a few pointers. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to bed.
Robert, before you go, was Laura all right when she got back to the boat?
Yeah, she seemed all right to me. It's Luke I'm concerned about. He had a close call last night. I mean, what are you worried about Laura for?
Because she's very upset because she thinks some man in New York was following her.
New York's the home of lechery. What's so funny about that?
Don't I know, darling? I fight them off night and day.
Yes, you endorse every second of it, though. Yeah, I'm going to bed. Good night. One more little point. I'm not wearing your stupid pirate outfit.
He will. Of course he will. He hasn't even seen the shiny boots yet. He'll adore them, not to mention the whip.
Oh, Del, you sounded very serious about Laura.
Yes, I was. And so is she. The fact is, Tiff, Laura's scared to death, and I don't blame her.
tall. I could practically draw you a picture of him right now. He's got this huge ring that looks almost like a third eye. I'm almost positive it's a star sapphire.
Sapphire?
Yeah. See, then when I see him standing over me and staring at me, he takes his hand and he puts it right up here so that the ring is right between his eyes. And he forces me to stare at it. I mean, I really feel compelled to stare at it. And I can't stop, no matter how hard I try.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then as I'm staring at it, I start feeling sleepy. Real sleepy. And then I just kind of feel like I'm drifting through space, and I just don't seem to care anymore. You do believe me, don't you? You know that I'm not making this up.
Oh, no, of course I believe you. Of course I believe you. I don't want you to go back to New York.
Luke, I have to go back to New York. You know I do.
Okay.
And again, it could just be my imagination, I suppose. I mean, I could have dreamed it. I mean, I saw the guy twice on the plane. Now, that could be a coincidence, because a lot of people commute back and forth from Port Charles to New York, and maybe I just happened to get on that same plane with the same guy twice. I don't know. Could be a coincidence. Do you think? Maybe I just dreamed the whole thing. I hope I dreamed the whole thing. Luke, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's time to get up at 6 o'clock. It's time to start getting ready for Tiffany's party.
Hi.
Hi.
I fall asleep, huh?
Yeah, you did. I was telling you about that man who was bothering me, and I looked over at you, and right in the middle of the whole thing, you were out like a light.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I broke our marriage vows.
You did?
Mm-hmm. I, Luke Spencer, promise to never fall asleep in the middle of your conversation, Mrs. Spencer. Okay. You want to pick up where we left off?
No. I'd rather just go over to Tiffany's and get our costumes.
Oh, no, wait, baby, wait. No, wait a minute. You were telling me something that I'd like it. I'm sorry I fell asleep. You were telling me about, this guy, with some ring. Something like that? What is that about? Tell me again.
No. I told you about it, and I'm sorry now, because I've decided that he just happens to be some guy who commutes, from New York to Port Charles a lot, and I happen to get on the same plane with him.
Mm-hmm. But what about this ring? You talked about a ring that spooked you.
Yeah. Well, I also decided that the rest of it was probably just my imagination, and that I'm not going to let this guy bother me. Besides, we've got much more important things to think about, tonight especially.
Like what?
Do you realize that this is the first New Year's Eve I've ever spent with the man that I love? That's funny.
No, I don't think that's funny.
No, I meant funny because I said the man that I love. I can't get used to thinking of you as just my husband.
I will never be just your husband.
I know. Well, I'm going to give Tiffany a call. And I'm going to let her know that we're coming to get the costumes, okay?
Okay.